Hey there, Jim Johnson for AccentHelp here. And I want to talk about why endings on words. And I'm going to go into phonetics a little bit with this, but primarily for the thought of what the sounds are. So I'm talking really about why endings like pony, P-O-N-Y, or even when it's spelled differently, like ponies, a bunch of ponies, when it's I-E-S, but that's still kind of a Y equivalent. So hopefully that makes sense. So what you'll commonly see in pronouncing dictionaries is they actually show this even for kind of Generican, general American speech. They'll show it as a small capital I, and this would be the kit sound. Now, the deal is that it's an unstressed syllable, so it's maybe a little bit of a less recognizable sound. So, pony. But I think most Americans would think of it as more of an E sound, more of this symbol. This is the fleece vowel as opposed to the kit vowel. Pony, pony, right? Well, the reality is that your tongue probably comes closer to this position because it's a throwaway word. But I think it can be really confusing for people that they transcribe it like that. I find that my students get confused in that. What I like to do is I like to transcribe it as this for Generican, for sort of a relaxed or even an elevated Generican accent, a generalized American, sort of a neutralish American, whatever that is. It's hard to discern where you're from. I like to write it that way, but then I'll add a little diacritic where it gets lowered so that it's pony. It's not pony, flea. It's like it's a little bit lower. It's kind of on its way towards the I. Because if we look at the vowels, there is the E sound and then there is the I sound. So in order to note that shift, I want to use a lowering. It goes a little bit lower in the mouth to go a little bit towards that. Well, then, this is what's often used for RP as well. So, sort of that upper class RP British. I'm going classic RP right now. So, going all the way back to something that you might think of as like the importance of being earnest or something like that, without going all the way to something that's more Lady Bracknell or something along that line, right? But rather something that's more leading character sort of thing. So, in doing that, I like to think of that person saying pony. Pony, which I think is a little bit more, less E and a little bit more I. Pony, pony, a little bit more I. But what I like to do is note it as though it's raised, and I want to save it all by itself for when we're talking about more of a Lady Bracknell sort of character. Pony, the pony. The pony, more of a leading role, sort of mainstream classic RP thing, and then mostly Americanish. Pony, it's got more of an E quality to it, and I want to base it a bit in the quality of the sound. I think this is a more accessible way to transcribe it. Now, you don't even have to care about the transcriptions, but I'd like you to understand that concept of that shift that can happen that does make a difference in different accents. The placement of it, the sense of where it lives in the mouth, can make part of that difference. But I do think that transcription concept may be helpful to some people. So, for more information about accents in general, check out accenthelp.com.